Today, let's dive into a chilling journey to explore the story of Chucky, the infamous possessed doll who has become an icon of horror through the Child's Play franchise. Picture this: you wake up in the dead of night, only to realize your favorite toy has vanished from its shelf. Faint footsteps echo behind you, and as you turn around, you're met with Chucky's round, unblinking eyes. But these aren't the innocent eyes of a child's plaything, they're the cold, ruthless gaze of a killer. What was once a lovable doll designed to bring joy to children has morphed into an embodiment of cruelty, with a sinister grin and a knack for dispatching victims in the most unexpected ways. So, what turned an ordinary plastic doll into a living nightmare? Join me as we uncover the origins, the terrifying mysteries, and the dark truths behind this notorious killer doll. The origin of Chucky, a soul trapped in plastic. The tale of Chucky begins with a man, or rather, a monster, named Charles Lee Ray, better known as the Lakeshore Strangler. Charles wasn't just a cold-blooded murderer, he was a man obsessed with power and the idea of immortality. He knew his heinous crimes would eventually lead to his death or capture, and he refused to accept such a fate. Desperate to defy mortality, Charles turned to the occult. Guided by a mysterious figure named John Bishop, also called Dr. Death, he learned an ancient ritual tied to Damballa, a powerful entity in voodoo mysticism. This ritual allowed him to transfer his soul into another body or object when the time came. On a fateful night, cornered by police in a toy store, Charles was fatally shot. With no hope of survival, he performed the ritual in his final moments, invoking Damballa and pouring his soul into a good guy doll, a popular toy known for its friendly face and cheerful smile. From that instant, Chucky was born, marking the start of a bloody reign of terror that would span multiple films. Don't let this doll's innocent appearance fool you. Once it picks up a knife, darkness takes over everything. A bizarre transformation, from plastic to flesh. After Charles Lee Ray's soul took residence in the doll, Chucky ceased to be just a toy made of plastic and fabric. A strange transformation began from within. The plastic shell gradually softened, resembling real flesh. When injured, Chucky bleeds red like a human, not merely cracking like an inanimate object. In some films, the creators reveal that his body even develops internal organs, a beating heart, functioning lungs, making him both more vulnerable and infinitely more horrifying. Yet, unlike a human, Chucky can't heal naturally. His wounds don't close, instead, they leave his doll body increasingly torn and disfigured, mirroring the decay of the soul inside. This blend of biological and supernatural elements crafts a Chucky unlike any other, a half-human, half-monster being fueled by the savage nature of a serial killer. He's not just a possessed doll, he's a living entity capable of feeling pain, rage, and above all, an insatiable urge to kill. Strengths and weaknesses of the tiny predator. Despite standing less than a meter tall, Chucky is a force to be reckoned with. His strength far exceeds his diminutive size, allowing him to overpower and take down grown adults using simple weapons like knives, hammers, or whatever he can grab. Chucky's agility lies in his swift movements and ability to exploit his small stature for stealth. He can hide under beds, inside closets, in air vents, or even blend in among other dolls as camouflage. This unpredictability turns him into a deadly predator, striking when you least expect it. However, his small size is a double-edged sword. Chucky can be easily thrown, restrained, or overpowered in direct confrontations, especially against multiple opponents or those with superior strength. Over time, as his doll body becomes more human-like, he grows increasingly vulnerable, akin to a flesh-and-blood person. What's more, if Charles's soul remains in the doll too long, it fully merges with the plastic shell, stripping him of the ability to transfer to another host. At that point, Chucky is no longer an immortal spirit but a mortal creature that can be permanently destroyed. How to destroy Chucky? Though infused with the spirit of a dangerous killer, Chucky isn't invincible. There are ways to end the nightmare he unleashes, though none are simple. Burning. In the original Child's Play, 1988, Chucky is engulfed in flames, severely mutilating his body. Yet, if any remnants survive, his soul can still return. Dismemberment, chopping off his limbs or head hampers his mobility and attack capability, but chillingly, his soul can still control the severed parts, leading to nightmarish scenes. Destroying the voodoo heart. In Bride of Chucky, 1998, a magical heart is revealed as the lifeline of Charles Lee Ray's soul. Destroying it offers a surefire way to eliminate him for good. Total annihilation, using powerful weapons to blow him apart or grind him into tiny pieces may prevent him from regenerating, though he survived lesser forms of destruction before. Evaluating Chucky, a unique horror icon. So, how terrifying is Chucky? Let's break it down. Fear factor, 6 out of 10. Chucky masterfully plays on the contrast between his toy-like innocence and his murderous brutality. He's especially terrifying in confined spaces where victims can't anticipate an attack from a pint-sized doll. However, for prepared adults, his small stature limits the fear he inspires. Strength, 5 out of 10. He relies on weapons and close-range attacks to be truly dangerous. His greatest assets are stealth, planning, and the element of surprise, rather than raw power. Memorability, 7 out of 10. With his wicked grin and biting sarcasm, Chucky is an unforgettable horror icon. That said, his repeated appearances across the franchise sometimes trade pure terror for dark humor. Final thoughts. Chucky is more than just a killer doll, he's a one-of-a-kind fusion of occult magic and grotesque biology. He may not be the strongest entity in the horror realm, but he's undeniably one of its most iconic figures. From a harmless toy, Chucky has evolved into a living nightmare, pushing the boundaries of imagination. What do you think of this character? How many points would you give Chucky on the scare scale? Share your thoughts with me, and let me know which monster or creature you'd like to explore next. Until then, stay tuned for more spine-chilling tales.